Adam, Muhammad Aziz is 83 years old. He spent so much of his life behind bars. And you know what happened today inside court? It was very clear that the judge said he was a victim of injustice and, of course, malfeasance by prosecutors.
I regret that this court cannot fully undo the serious miscarriages of justice in this case and give you back the many years that were lost. Dismissal of the indictment is the full extent of this court's authority.
56 years after civil rights leader Malcolm X was killed, a Manhattan Supreme Court justice threw out the convictions of two men who served 22 years in state prison in connection with his death.
There can be no question that this is a case that cries out for fundamental justice.
Manhattan District Attorney Cy Vance Jr. told the justice his office was dismissing the 1965 murder indictments of Muhammad Aziz and Khalil Islam. Only Aziz was in court today to see justice served. Islam died in 2009.
But I want to begin by saying directly to Mr. Aziz and his family, and to the family of Mr. Islam, and the family of Malcolm X, that I apologize for what were serious, unacceptable violations of law and the public trust.
Malcolm X was killed on February 21, 1965 in Washington Heights when a group of three men rushed the stage at the Audubon Ballroom. One of the men, Mujahideen Halim, admitted to the killing, but he always insisted the other two men arrested, Aziz and Islam, were not his accomplices.
65, Muhammad and Khalil were both innocent young black men who were arrested within weeks of the murder of Malcolm X and falsely accused of participating in that terrible crime.
The damage done to them and their families by this wrongful conviction is immeasurable.
Aziz was released from prison on parole in the 1980s and has always maintained his innocence. And his comments in court today were brief.
Well, I do not need this court, these prosecutors, or a piece of paper to tell me I'm innocent. I am very glad that my family, my friends, and the attorneys who have worked and supported me all of these years are finally saying the truth that we have all known, officially recognized.
Both men will have their criminal records sealed 56 years later, and not a moment too soon. Live at court in Lower Manhattan, I'm Miles Miller, News 4 New York.